right, hey, so hey, so I just finished watching, man. Vice Principal season 2, man. Episode number 1, man. The premiere. This is really really good, man. It's called Tiger Town. Where did I put my glasses? Oh, they're right there. All right. Everything that I wanted from this premiere, they delivered. Okay, I gotta go ahead and just tip my hats off to the writers, directors, producers. It was really really great, man. They picked up right where the season finale left off at, and that is Gamby. Obviously he was shot at the season finale. I should have said major spoilers, but if you read the title and you clicked on this, then obviously there's spoilers. But Gamby is recovering, man. Now, before I watched this, I had a list, okay, in my previous video. As you can see, the list has changed dramatically, all right? Everything that I predicted, it was wrong, man. Or at least it appears to be wrong as of episode 1. And I think what I'll do is I'll have I'm going to create another list of who shot Gamby, and then after that I'll update it every single episode, and then at the end I'll kind of do a comparison and contrast, man, of how it all, came together. This was really, really good. I mean, I'm very surprised at what they were able to do with it. Gamby gets shot. He is in a recovery state. He's actually staying with Gail and Ray. And as you can see, I crossed Ray's name out, but I left Gail's open. And the reason why I left Gail's open and I didn't cross her name out is because she kept giving me, like, these really, like, weird looks. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it's because, Gamby is just being Gamby. He can walk, he's fully functional, you know what I'm saying? But apparently the time that he's been spending inside of their house, Ray opened up their house and was like, hey, Gamby, come recover inside of here. And then obviously his daughter, did the same thing. And then he, Gamby being Gamby, took advantage of that. And, he installed this device. If you guys watched Annabelle Creations, remember the girl that had, she was handicapped, and she had this like elevator chair thing that went up the stairs. That's what Gamby has installed in his house. And my thing is this: I don't know if he did this because of Annabelle Creations, just kind of making fun of that, poking fun of that. I don't know. It kind of felt like it was, because the way that the shots, whoever directed this episode, it seemed as if it was like a mirror image from Annabelle Creation. So I was like, okay, this is pretty funny, man. I was laughing already as soon as I saw the staircase. And then he just brought more comedy inside that also, man. So anyway, Ray is really, really, uplifting to Gamby. He wants Gamby to be functional. He wants him to, recover. He understands his post-traumatic stress. He seems like Ray's on his side, but I would say Gail is absolutely not 100% on his side. She wants him pretty much out of the house. And then there's the issue of his daughter. I haven't really decided on how I'm going to go with that. I think that if they do go that route and they say that, the daughter is the one that shot him, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. There was this scene, and I'm going to show you this real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll take a couple of seconds just to kind of to forward this thing. Hold on. This is live, so all this stuff is I don't have my glasses. Where's my glasses? Okay, here we go. Let me see if they did this. Hold on. I think it's like right here. Yeah, here it comes. All right, let me turn this around so you guys can see it. And let me get my glasses too. All right. So let's turn this around. All right, so right here, what I'm noticing, man, is the Indian person, you know what I'm saying, with the Indian mask shooter guy or girl, she's standing on a curb. So that's going to give her probably, let's say it gives her 24 inches. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know how tall a curb is, but I know if you're looking in the background right here, it's quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's quite a bit for height-wise. So this shows you the height of the actual, you know what I'm saying, shooter. It seems as if, the camera angle showed us that they were on that the shooter was shorter than Gamby, but in actuality, if the shooter is standing on the curb, then the shooter is actually taller than Gamby. All right, so let me see if I can back it up just a little bit. I don't want to show this either because I don't want any kind of copyright infringement or not like that. So give me a second. Let me find this, and then let me see if it shows that actual scene. All right, so this is the shooter. That's the shooter right after the bullet went off. All right, we don't know anything except the gloves. This is what I was focusing on myself, man. I said the gloves are a telltale indicator, and that's what put me. That's what put me with Deshaun, man. This is what put Deshaun on the suspect, the random suspect list, is because of the gloves. All right, and the reason why I said that, let me go ahead and fast forward a little bit, and I don't want any spoilers either for you guys. So let me see if I can find Deshaun. Let me see what episode or where he was at. Yeah, here it is. Right there. This is kind of good. This is a good scene. Okay, so right here, as you can see, Deshaun has gloves on, but it's not the same gloves. Obviously, those gloves were worn by the shooter just for keeping the fingerprints off the weapon. All right, so that's what made me put Deshaun in there. All right, so anyway, let me I'll just push play and then let me go back to me. All right, there we go. All right, so so anyway. Ray opened up his house, his daughter opened up his house, and then, it seems as if Gail just doesn't want him there, so I kept her on the list. He's just recovering, and then he gets a visit from Russell. Russell is pretty much living the life right now, man. Ever since Gamby was shot, he's the principal now. He has an office. His office is extremely flamboyant, man. Everything that I have a lot of stuff on my walls and stuff. Just imagine this times 20, but just every single Marvel or DC item has Russell's face on it. All right, so he has this giant this giant mural with him standing or sitting next to some tigers, and then the kids are sitting there like worshiping him. You know what I'm saying? And let me see if I can actually show that. I don't think that's going to be like any kind of copyright situation going on there, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me grab my glasses too. Hold on. Let me because I can't see without these bad boys. All right, here we go. Let's put that up there. You guys can be entertained by that for a while. Let me see. I think it goes back here. Yeah, it's back here. Here it is. And I'm about to pause it right there. All right, so this is the picture I was telling you guys about. As you can see, it's ridiculous, man. Just look at. But that's Russell, though, man. That's what Russell does. Look at the kids. Look at their facial expressions, dude. It's like idol worship for real, man. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on. You you can't get crazy, man, like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how he is, man. But you can't, seriously, you can't get better than that, man. It's just Russell. He's nuts, man. But he wants the job, though, man. What's going on with him right now is that the superintendent came in there and he visited him and he kind of chewed him out a little bit. But let me kind of go back a little bit, about maybe 5 minutes. So Russell visits Gamby, and then motivates him to come back to the high school because Russell can't do it alone, and it turns into this almost like something out of the Rocky series, man. Where Russell is trying to motivate Gamby, and what he ends up doing, he just pushes him out the chair and then humps him and humiliates him pretty much. And then Gamby's able to stand up and then return back to school. Russell has doing some redecoration on his house. They showed Russell's wife and they showed Russell's mother-in-law, but they didn't show any sort of indication to where you would put them on the list, either again add them to or take them away. And I had the grandmother on there, but I don't know, or the mother-in-law in case, in Russell's case, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna keep them on there. I'm not gonna add them on there. They just seem like they were just normal and they're just living their life. Obviously, we know the situation from season 1 with how Russell would treat them, so it just kind of depends. But I don't think that Gamby ever interacted with them negatively. It was always Russell that seemed to, you know, did be disrespectful to his mother-in-law, you know, disrespect his wife a little bit. Not too much, but mostly it was just, you know, the interactions with the mother-in-law. But I didn't see Gamby do anything, so I don't know if I can put them on the list. And plus, looking at that thing I showed you earlier with the height, there's just no way to put any of them in that situation. So moving on, after you know, Gamby gets motivated, he comes back into school. The school has changed. Russell has changed the school. There's metal detectors. There's a whole bunch of Tiger paraphernalia. There's Tiger bookstores. You know, like fan-based stuff. You know, for the kids to interact with, and school supplies and everything. Man, it's crazy. There's giant monitors that give the morning announcements, and Russell's on there. You know, just being Russell. One thing I did notice is that the new cop. The new cop is kind of. He seems like he's on Gamby's side a little too much, because he's not checking him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how that's gonna play out. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, man, because you know the metal detector went off, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Just go ahead and go on in there," you know. And yeah, that was. I don't know how that's gonna work out, because Gamby's carrying around this knife inside of his what is this? What is it called? I can't even think of the name. Cane. There you go. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Gamby right now, in that situation. But anyway, long story short, we get Gamby to face off with Dr. Belinda Brown, and he finds her. You know, she's pretty much moved on, and I don't even know if she's going to be part of this storyline for season 2. I think she's just gone. I think season 1 was her, and now she's moved on. They kind of showed. I think that they really did kind of show her with her brand new life. She's moved on. She's, you know, enjoying life with her kids and her husband, her baby daddy, which I think they're probably, you know, together now and supporting their kids now together. You know, they worked out all their issues, and she's just living her life, man. So she pretty much told Gamby that, hey, it wasn't me that shot you. Russell's the one that benefited the most from it. You know, go ahead and ask him. So, you know, Gamby confronted her inside the restroom. It was really funny. I don't want to spoil that, because it's such great comedy, and just the interactions between between Gamby and Belinda, man. They're so great, man. I don't want to spoil that, but she let him know that. He goes back to you know, Gamby returns to school. He confronts Russell, asks him, you know, hey, did you shoot me? And then Russell says no. And then Russell opens up his briefcase, and he has this giant binder, this thick binder with a whole bunch of suspects. And that's where season 2 really takes off. And then, you know, things like this, you know, my little you know, who shot Gamby list really just get destroyed instantly, because the list is so big, the binder is so thick. Every single student, every single faculty member, and everybody else that Gamby has ever interacted with is in that book. So we don't know who it is, man, as of right now. And that's what makes it so interesting, and I think that this is why this is probably going to be the best season ever, period. Because you can't call it. You know, even trying to use, you know, these programs on Google to try to use the height and then add each character in scene by scene, it's still not working. You just don't know who it is, man. And it's gonna be interesting to see. Let's go back to where's her at? Where's she? Amanda and Abbott. They both interact with Gamby, and I kept both of them on there just because they're just acting really, really strange. We remember when kind of Gamby just pretty much dropped both of them. You know, out of nowhere, he was just like, "Yo, we're done. We're not playing games anymore, or whatever." It seems like Abbott is really heartbroken about that. She keeps twitching, doing this twitching thing, like she might be mentally unstable now because of what Gamby has done to her. And then Amanda is kind of, you know, she's kind of playing. She's on that line again, but she's kind of leaning more towards Gamby. She wants to cross over, interact with him, you know, probably, you know, get into a relationship. Who knows? But it's going to turn into some pretty interesting stuff, man, to see those two. Number one, they didn't fight. They got along, and that was pretty good. But other than that, they just were really acting really, really strange, man. Let me see. At the end of the episode, Gamby Gambit pretty much takes his place, his rightful place back inside of the high school. He's not playing games anymore. And he pretty much declared. I don't want to spoil this either, but he made his declaration about his return. It was epic, man. I am gonna post a video on my Instagram because I think that's the only safe place that you can post it without it being copyright infringement or blocking you or taking away some of your privileges like they do on Facebook and YouTube. So yeah, look for that video and you can see what I'm talking about. But I thought that was epic, man. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed so hard, man. And also I was just like, yeah, I was kind of like, yo, yeah, because it was pretty cool, man, to see him, get motivated and see what's gonna happen for season 10. For season 2. I think the reason why I said 10 is because I was looking at these episodes. Let me get my glasses because I can't see. All right, let me see. Let me count these episodes real quick. Should be over here, right? No. There it is. All right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! All right, so according to IMDb, let me go over here and show you guys this. There's only 9 episodes for season 2. So, man, it's crazy. And it looks like it's going to be ending on the 19th of November, man. So, yeah, that's, man, that's crazy. Nine episodes, man. I did not know they were going to do that, but hey, I'll be happy with it regardless, man. I am going to be making this picture right here on my profile banner for Translucent Origin Facebook page. So if you are going to go and like the Facebook page for Translucent Origin, which I really appreciate the support for that, you look for that banner and obviously our logo or the Smallville Tom Bullen t-shirt, and you'll be able to interact with us on social media, man. I am out of here. That's it, man. Once again, man, 10 out of 10 stars. Really, really happy with the episode and the start to the season, man. And we'll see how this list, changes over time, man. Share your list, all that good stuff. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out of here. Yeah! Can you hear me? Hello?